Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you how I went from this to this. So as you can see, it's really dark. It's really dark. But I have a plan. I had a very similar problem to this probably about a year or two ago with another tank of mine. And what happened with that tank was it had an outbreak of blackbeard algae. And that algae was perishing, it was dying off, and as it was dying, it was actually releasing a dye into the tank that made the tank water like this black purple colour. It was absolutely awful, and back then I was told to use Purigen to get rid of it. And it cleared it up really quickly, but I did some research on how to remove tannins from a tank, and it turns out you can also use Purigen to do this, and it happens fairly quickly. So instead of waiting a year or so for the tannins to eventually disperse, I can put one of these in and it should do the job. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to put one of these in and monitor how long it takes to turn this relatively very dark and very tinted tank into what it was like when I first made it, that crystal clear water. So we'll just see how this goes. I tried carbon to do this and it just didn't work at all, so plan B. So you can also get this in just an individual pellety form, but I decided to go with the bag because it's a little easier to clean. And with these you can actually reuse them as well. So when they get all clogged up you can reuse them. So let's see what this takes. So I'm just going to be putting this in the filter and waiting, basically. Day 0. And I forgot to rinse it first. God damn it. Day 2. This is day 3. Seems a bit clearer. Now please note that the lighting of the tank actually affected how clear it looked. So for the first part of this video I had the light on, and this is where I start to turn the light off. It is a lot clearer when the light isn't shining. Now for an example of this, these videos were taken on the same day, one after the other, and with the light on you can see that it's a lot harder to see through the water itself. And it gives the appearance that it's actually darker than it is. So at this point, for the last few days I hadn't been seeing much improvement at all, so I decided to check on the Purigen, and I saw it was actually in need of some renewal. The really great part about Purigen is that you can reuse it over and over and over again. So whenever you start to see your Purigen looking this sort of dark colour, that means it's time to renew it through using a bleach bath. Afterwards you also need to put it through a rinsing bath with some Chem Prime or some other dechlorinator to make sure you're getting all the ammonium out before putting it back in your tank. Overall, I believe this takes about 24 hours to do, and it means you can get straight back into removing tannins or whatever else you're trying to remove from your tank. At this point, having the light on wasn't affecting the clarity too much, so I decided to show the difference between them. After about day 40, I wasn't seeing a lot of new improvement, so I think this is where I'll end this experiment at day 52. So this is where we're at day 52, and I have to admit I'm pretty happy with how this worked out. Now I'm going to be leaving the Purigen in here for quite a while longer because this wood will still be leaching tannins, and I'm just happy that the Purigen's able to keep up with that and remove them quicker than this expels them. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys if you are looking to remove tannins from your fish tank and you want to know perhaps how to do it or how long it may take. I was pretty happy after about 40 days or so, but the last week it's really cleared up quite nicely. It's a little cloudy at the moment because I disturbed the substrate when I was doing the water changes, but yeah, it's looking really nice. And just for reference, this is a 50-gallon tank, and that tiny packet of Purigen was able to clear this up in 52 days. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here, and I will see you all next Friday. Bye!